So in the last class, Shivani, we have discussed about the oxygen, which is a kind of gas. In that, we have discussed about the properties of oxygen. What are the different varieties of it? We can get in them two forms. We can find them, O3 and O2. O3 is what? It's the ozone, and O2 is what? A normal oxygen. So Shivani, according to you, which gas do we use, O3 or O2? Very good, Shivani. Very good. O2, right? So O2 basically we use for breathing purpose. But this O3 is present in the atmosphere, basically in the stratosphere, for making the layer of ozone. So oxygen is a chemical element in the form of gas. It is made up of two atoms of oxygen. It is the active part. It can be taken directly. So what we can do directly, we can take from the air and then we can use it for the breathing purpose. Then with the help of the oxygen, what we can do, we can oxidize the food. Oxidize means we can break down the food. And once the food is broken down in our food, in our body, what happens? We will be getting the energy out of it. So breaking down of food will gives us what? It gives us the energy. Then aquatic organisms, they are those organisms which are present in the water. What they do, they cannot take oxygen directly. So whatever the water is present there, they will be using it in the dissolved form. So always dissolved form of oxygen will be used by the aquatic organism. Then oxygen is also required for the combustion process. If we are burning something, we need it. Then ozone, which helps in the protection of living organisms from the ultraviolet rays. Then liquid oxygen is used as a fuel in rockets. You might have heard about so many things about the rockets. So those rockets also work because of this oxygen. But that oxygen will be in the liquid form. Then when we go to the mountains and all there, some people, they carry the oxygen cylinder also. Or during the COVID time, you might have heard, like they need the oxygen cylinder, right? So that was a basic need during that time, because the people, they were not able to breathe because of the affecting part of the virus. That virus has been affected like so much into our body, we were not able to breathe. And that is the reason that the hospitals or the doctors, they have provided them the oxygen in the artificial way. And then you might have seen also, like when you go in the flight, you might have seen in the flight, they will be announcing before going
Yes,
forward.
ma'am.
They will be
Sometimes they
announcing
will
that
give
if in case of
oxygen marks
oxygen
when there is a
deficiency,
mistake.
correct. So oxygen mask will be provided. Like if the oxygen is not present inside the chamber of that aeroplane, automatically that oxygen mask fall down. And what we need to do before helping the others, we should help ourselves. Why is it so? Why can't we help others first?
Otherwise, we will die.
Correct. So if we are like first helping the others, yeah, Rishit, I cannot hear you.
And if we are alive, then only we can help others.
Correct, Rishit, correct. So if we are alive, then only we can help others. If I try to help others, then during that time, neither I will be able to help myself, neither I will be able to help that person. That's the reason, first of all, we have to be safe, and then only we can help others for their betterment. So that is how the oxygen plays a very important role for our survival. Then the last one, mountaineers, astronauts, and sea divers carry oxygen cylinder with them. So what they will be doing? They will be carrying always oxygen cylinder with them. But in the aeroplane, passenger do not carry oxygen cylinder. So the reason why they do not carry the oxygen cylinder, the first thing, because oxygen masks are already available. The second thing, if they carry the oxygen cylinder, the weight will increase. Now we are how many? Right now we are in the class, like almost 6 children are there, like, including me, 6 are there. So what happened? Rishit is carrying his own oxygen cylinder there in the flight. I am carrying my own. Shivani is carrying her own. Ashwath, Divesh, Hridesh, all are carrying our own cylinders. What happened? How much weight is allowed inside the chamber?
Ma'am, the weight will really increase.
The weight will increase.
So the flight may lose its altitude.
Correct. So the weight of the flight will increase because we are only allowed to carry the 7 kg, right? A person can carry the 7 kg in the flight. If it is go beyond that, then the disturbance will be there in the flight and it will not be acceptable by the atmosphere present there. That's the reason a particular duration is there, particular amount of gas is allowed, or the particular amount of anything, whatever you want to carry, you can carry. They are not stopping you to carry that. If you want, you can carry, but it should not be more than 7 kg. Ridesh, turn on your video. Okay, now I'll play a video related to the chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
An exhibition was going to be held in Ankit and Pawan's school. Both decided to take part in it together. They had to show an experiment related to air. Pawan has come to Ankit's place to discuss about the project.
Pawan, come sit. I will get some water for you.
No, Ankit, you also sit. Ankit, this time we will show such an experiment with air that will amaze everyone.
Of course, but Pawan, nothing has crossed my mind regarding this. What experiment are we going to do related to air?
That's what we are going to discuss today.
Okay, so can we show that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling? For example, if we blow up a balloon, tie it tightly and put it into the fridge, then it will contract in a few hours. And if we put into the sunlight, it will expand again and will regain its size. The
So
expansion and
Is it so? Why this happen? When we keep it inside the fridge, it will shrink in the size, but when we keep it out, it will be enlarging in the size.
Teacher,
Yes.
the main reason behind is that the atmosphere, like we take breathe from the atmosphere and keep it in the balloon. So it's like adjusted to atmosphere air, and it will be in its normal size when we keep it out. But what happens when we keep it in fridge, that the fridge contains cold, and even the balloon will be in cold surface, and the cold surface will be around -5 Celsius or something. So that's why the air gets compressed and becomes solid inside it.
So you are telling regarding the fridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want it like very simple way. No complication here. If you can explain me, Ridesh,
Teacher,
in one
what
line.
complication it is, teacher?
Explain me only in one line.
Yeah.
Yes. Ridesh,
Teacher,
one more thing. Ridesh,
teacher,
one more
teacher,
thing.
I never
Wait,
use-
wait, Ridesh, wait. Where is your answer sheet? First of all, tell me that.
Teacher, answer sheet is submitted, no, teacher?
No, it is not. Just open and show me where it is.
1 minute.
You have written there that I will submit it on WhatsApp, but I did not receive that
1 minute, teacher. Again, I send it, teacher.
because I have corrected the way answer
Teacher,
sheet.
it's attached. It's attached.
I can't find it, Ridesh. Send me personally on the WhatsApp.
Ma'am, can I say Rishit?
Yeah, Rishit, tell me.
Ma'am, so when we keep the air balloon in the fridge, ma'am, so there is no oxygen. Like it becomes, the air in it becomes, when we take it out and keep it under the sign in open place, so there will be more air, so it becomes more.
Correct. With
Teacher-
Ridesh is also correct. Yeah, Ridesh.
Teacher, once check, is it submitted right now?
Ridesh, I'll check after the class, okay? So you both are correct. Ridesh is also correct. Rishit is also correct. So what happened when we keep that inflated balloon inside the fridge? Since no air is present, it starts releasing the air. Whatever the air is inside the balloon, it starts moving out of the balloon. That's the reason it gets smaller in size. But when we keep that same balloon outside in the open temperature, open area, the air will start moving into it, and because of that, the size of the balloon will increases.
Contraction of the balloon shows the expansion and contraction of the air.
Wow, that's a great idea. But it's a bit short experiment and easy too. We need to make something else with this.
We can show that air contains lot of dust particles as well.
Ankit, our teacher herself has shown this to us.
This
One
is
could
very good
see
experiment. Not experiment, basically, like you might have seen when you open the window, from the rays of the sun, the dust particles also enters into the room. Or we can say that already the dust particles are there around us, but because of the sun rays, we are able to see them. How many of you have
Ma'am, I also saw that, ma'am. When
see
I
this
keep them in
thing?
my hand, they disappears.
Yes, ma'am. I also saw.
And I also saw my, like when I woke up in the morning for getting ready to school, I always see them, ma'am, daily.
Okay. Shivani, what about you? Have you noticed this thing?
Yes,
Teacher, which thing, teacher?
ma'am. When we will on the light, also some dust particles will come. With sun, also it will come, ma'am.
Correct, correct. So with the light also it will be coming, with the sun rays also it will be there. So generally it
Teacher,
is all
teacher, it's like small dust particles going in a line.
right. See this only,
Teacher,
Ritesh, which I am showing you on
teacher,
the screen. Yeah.
Teacher, basically what happens that when some light passes through a particular point, like there is a gap, particular point, and reflects down, it pulls at dust particles.
Correct,
It's
correct.
zooming
So
out.
right.
small shiny particles of air through the sunlight passing from the window.
Yeah, I do remember. Alright, I am thinking that we can prove what are the components of the air.
Yes, it seems to be fun. Let's discuss this topic.
See, if we take out a water bottle from the fridge and keep it outside, a layer of water forms on the outer surface of the bottle, even when the bottle is closed. Hence, it proves that molecules of water vapors are present in the air. It is this water vapor which causes rain.
Pavan brings an empty glass from the kitchen.
Ankit, do one thing. Cover your mouth and nose in such a way that it covers your whole mouth. And put this cloth on your uncovered part. Now breathe as fast as you can.
So in this experiment, what they are doing, with the help of the glass, they have covered the mouth and the nose both, and the uncovered part they have covered with the cloth. So the person has started now releasing the oxygen gas into the glass tumbler, because of which what happened, you will be able to find the glass will have either the smoky flavor, smoky thing will be there on the glass, and a few droplets will also be there.
For a while,
air.
Ankit starts struggling with his breath.
He takes off the glass from his mouth.
Pavan, I was suffocating.
Ankit, you were suffocating because we inhale air in the form of oxygen. As there was limited oxygen in the glass, when all the oxygen present in it was consumed by you, you have started suffocating. This is because as the glass still have some amount of air in it, but all the oxygen in it is being consumed by you, and its space has been taken by the carbon dioxide exhaled by you.
Probably, this is the reason that we like to breathe in a place with clear and clean environment, as the availability of oxygen is facile over there. Though I have read that oxygen is the second most abundant gas present in the atmosphere. Nitrogen, which is most abundant gas present in the air, is a stable gas and does not react easily with other substances, and that's why its quantity is high.
So see, nitrogen, though it is like most abundant gas, but we cannot use it directly. It cannot work directly into our body. So that's the reason it is like increased in high amount in the atmosphere.
And stable in the atmosphere.
You got it right. We also suffocate where air pollution is high or where something burns.
Because many toxic substances also enter our body with the air.
Why don't we try this as an experiment?
I know what to do. Wait, I will be back in a minute.
Ankit runs and brings a plate, a candle, and both start doing the experiment. Ankit lights up the candle in the plate. Pavan slowly pours water in the plate and fills it to the half. Now Ankit covers the candle with a glass. The candle light starts to flicker and extinguishes after a while.
See, the water level has risen up in the glass. It means that the space created by the burning of oxygen was taken up by.
So same kind of experiment was done by Ridesh when we had the experimental day.
Teacher, but
Yeah.
it didn't keep water. I decided.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like
That's what I said, same kind of
even I
experiment.
decided to keep the water also.
Yes, but you have just used the glass rather than using the water. But that's okay. In the both the case, it works.
Water.
And see, fumes have also filled the glass. It is probably a mixture of carbon dioxide and toxic gases.
What an interesting experiment it was. Have you seen that whenever we burn wood, it gives black fumes? That fume is a mixture of many gases, of which CO2 is the main component.
Now, we will be studying about the next topic, which is the CO2. CO2 is basically the carbon dioxide. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed about the oxygen. We have discussed about the nitrogen. Now, the third gas is the carbon dioxide. So, carbon dioxide, it is the gas. It is the gas which is made up of carbon atoms. So what will be there in them? The carbon atom will be there combining with two oxygen atom. So how we can say this statement? So when I write the formula of carbon dioxide, how I'll be writing? CO2,
CO2.
right? What is C here?
Ma'am,
Carbon.
Correct. C is carbon. And what is O2 here?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. That is why we have said that carbon dioxide is a gas which is made up of carbon atom. So one carbon atom is there and it has the two oxygen atom in it. The second point, combustion of
Is there a CO3?
that is carbonate. That is different. CO3 is there, but that is the carbonate. It is not related with the carbon dioxide. So combustion of coal, fossil fuel, what happens in that? They will be releasing which kind of gas? They will be releasing the CO2 gas in the atmosphere. Then I think CO2 is also used by the plants. For what they use?
ma'am, for photosynthesis.
Very good. So it is used by the plants for doing the process called as the photosynthesis, and because of which we will be getting the food. Then CO2 is also used as fire extinguisher. What do you mean by fire extinguisher?
Ma'am, which stops the fire.
Have you seen that fire extinguisher somewhere?
Yes, ma'am, in a big buildings.
Shivani, have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
In any empty place, they will keep like that, ma'am. They will burn.
Ma'am, I have one in my home.
Fire extinguisher? Send me the pic of that, Divyesh, okay, after the class. Ashwath,
ma'am.
what about you? Have you seen the fire extinguisher?
Teacher,
Yeah.
I saw it in many like stations and my school. Even like in my before my father used to, we have like changed one more car. So in last car fire extinguisher was there, and I even the like what we say. Like in my old school, fire station members came. They burned a very huge, few papers, few fuels, and they burned it. So they called who has the courage to extinguish. I raised my hand. They called.
Oh,
They called
okay.
me. In joke, I raised my hand. They called me.
Very good,
What I
Ritesh.
did? What I did? I don't know. They taught me. I just pressed it. It was gone. Second time I pressed it. I fell down.
Oh.
I fell down. The second time I fell down.
So
The
basically,
four-
you all might have, or you should have seen it in the school, as Ridesh has
Yes, ma'am.
saw that in the school. Basically, we all have in the school for the safety. I'll show you how it looks like. Might be you have seen it, but you are not aware of that word.
Yes,
I'll show you the picture.
ma'am, I know because
Man,
in
there are also some
market
in malls.
me and my friends go and
Yeah,
take.
malls also it is there. So see here, this is the basically fire extinguisher you might have seen in the school, like this. So what it has, it has the lot of
Yes, ma'am.
CO2 gas, and with the help of, if any place, if any, like in the school area, any kind of fire happens, so in that case what they'll be doing, they will be taking this out and they will be just spraying it on the fire, and automatically the fire will calm down. So that is why the CO2 is used as the fire extinguisher. Then very important, how many of you like the cold drinks?
Ma'am,
Do you love cold drinks? So like Ashwath, cold drink, Pepsi,
drink.
Coca-Cola, Mirinda, all those.
I only like pulpy art.
Divesh, do you like cold drink? Ah, yes, he is loving it. No, Ashwath and I are same. I also don't like it. Shivani, do you like?
No, ma'am.
I won't drink, but if any such parties or birthdays, if they pour, I'll drink.
Okay, but I cannot take a sip of Mirinda also. I don't like actually. So that cold drinks also have what? They have the CO2. That is why we should not
And they're
drink
filled
the
with the
soft
carbon
drink.
dioxide.
Yes. So that is the reason that we should not drink the soft drink. Soft drink should not be drink by us.
And
Because
that's
this CO2.
Ma'am, that's why I'll drink once in 2 months.
Okay. So it is like harmful for the health. That is why we should not take it. Now, after this, we have the next topic, which is the water vapor. I hope you all have seen the water vapor. So it is a form of water.
Yes, ma'am. While cooking, we'll see them.
Correct, Shivani.
Yes.
So it is a form of water present as gas in the air. So in the form of the gas, it will be present in the air. That is the water vapor. And the amount of water vapor in the air.
Ma'am, it's
So amount
0.0. 0.0.
basically, you cannot decide that what is the amount of water vapor which is present, because it varies, right? It varies. Why it varies? It varies because of the sun.
And it again rains.
Yeah, correct. So it depends upon completely on the sun, how much the sun rays are there. It is less, it is more. Depending on that, the amount of water vapor will be decided. So hot sun can evaporate more amount of
water vapor.
amount of water. So, and then this will be converted into what? The water will be converted into water vapor. So you might have seen the ponds and the rivers, when it is like hot sunny day, the pond and the river water, they start evaporating, the water will start evaporating, and because of which slowly and gradually the water will be converted into the water vapor. Then it also helps in the formation of clouds. So whatever the clouds are there, they are formed because of the water vapors which are present in the atmosphere, which goes up and up to form the clouds. And later they can come down in the form of?
Rain or precipitation.
Very good. They've come
Rain.
down in the form of rain. So this is what happened in the case of the water vapor. Water vapor is a form of the water present as gas in the air. The amount of water vapor present, it is decided by the rays of the sun. If the sun is hot, then they will be precipitating more amount of water, and more amount of water will be converted into the water vapor, and it also help in the formation of the cloud. After this, we have the next thing is the dust and smoke. So basically, this dust create lot of pollution as we are facing already. So air has lot of dust. Air contains what? Dust and smoke both into it. So just now we have seen in the experiment that tiny shining particles will be moving in the beam. Tiny shining particles moving in a beam of light. So as soon as we open the window of the room, what happened? The beam of light will be entering, and in that beam of light, we will be able to see the dust particles. Then the dust and smoke are also caused due to the vehicles. We have different vehicles. I think we all of have something or the other type of the vehicle, right? Rishit, how many cars do you have at home?
Ma'am, one.
How many bike, scooter?
Ma'am, one bike.
Shivani, what about you? How many bikes or how many cars?
1 car, 2 bikes.
Very good. Divesh?
Ma'am, actually, we are living in UAE, so we don't have any car or bike.
Great. So Ashwath? So he's the person who is saving all of us. Okay, Ashwath?
Ma'am, 1 car, 2 bikes.
One bike is for you and one is for Varshit? Is it so?
Ma'am,
Do you know-
and 2 cycles.
Oh, cycle is for you then. Okay, understood. Okay, Ridesh, how many bikes, how many scooters, how many cars? Or do you have the
Teacher.
plane also? Aeroplane is there?
No, teacher.
Okay.
I will buy
Okay.
a teacher after grown up.
Okay. So,
Teacher,
so
I have
Ridesh is
one.
saying that he is going to buy an aeroplane for all of us.
No, teacher, only for me. No, ma'am, private jet.
Content, right?
Oh, Ridesh, we also deserve it, Ridesh. At least we can also enjoy on your money.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher,
What would
I have
Ashwath?
one.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what about you? Teacher, ma'am, what about you? Teacher, I have one.
I have the 2 legs to walk on.
Teacher, I have
See,
one
joke
car.
apart, everybody, including me, also I have the car. I have the scooty. I have all those things. I have.
Teacher,
But yes, tell me,
teacher,
Ridesh.
we are like I told my father he will buy an electric cycle or MTB cycle, and he's planning to buy one more scooter. We have already one
Electric
more scooter.
cycle does not create pollution, basically. The
I'm also
I know,
vehicles.
electric
teacher.
cars like
That's-
Tesla.
Teacher, there is no petrol cycle or diesel cycle, teacher.
Great.
Petrol diesel means it will run in 100 km per hour. After that, the student be like,
Okay. What about Aishwarya? How many vehicles do you have at your home?
Ma'am, I have 2 cars and 1 scooter.
Okay. So out of you all, do you have any personal your vehicle? How many of you have the mobile phones? Your own personal mobile phone?
I won't.
Ma'am, I have my own laptop, not mobile phone.
Ma'am, I do not
Okay.
have
Shivani
laptop or
has.
tab, anything, ma'am. This
Ma'am,
I'm
I
using
have
my
phone, laptop, both.
Great. See the today's generation using each and every the gadgets, all right? More than I think us.
Ma'am, I
you are
don't
well
have
aware
any
of all these things.
gadget.
That is good,
Ma'am, because
Ashwath.
of school only, I got a laptop because all the notes are in one website.
Okay, all right.
I also won't have any gadgets. I don't have a laptop also.
Great. So when you are growing up, you can use all those things.
I'm using my sister's laptop, so
Ma'am, I had a smartwatch.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it is caused by the vehicles. These dust and smoke, they will be doing it. Then the other reason are the industries. We know very well the industries, what they will be doing. They will be releasing all the chemicals outside, and those chemicals they releases the gas also through the chimneys. So they have the big chimneys, and out of those
Yes,
chimneys,
ma'am,
that
mainly power plants.
yes, the power plants and all, they will be releasing the gas outside the
Ma'am,
atmosphere.
nuclear.
Yes.
Ma'am,
So these, yeah,
big industries have big chimneys, but our small houses have small chimneys.
correct. We have the other type of chimney, which what they will be doing, they will be holding the oil, the amount of oil which is like being used in the for making the food and all, that will be holded by the normal chimney.
Yes.
What we use in the kitchen.
In my home, ma'am, my mom won't use the chimney more. So after many days, we on it, and when we see there are 4 or 5 birds in our chimney.
Yeah, this is very good example like you are giving. So why she is not using the chimney?
I'm like because it gives more sound, like which makes
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like sometimes I too feel like whenever I want the peace, I'll just go in the kitchen for
Yes,
cooking
ma'am, same
something.
thing happened to us.
But
When
it
we
creates
went to
lot of
India and
fuzz.
came back from a
Hmm.
small window, many pigeons came.
Okay, but I make use of it very much. But yes, when I want some kind of peace, I'll be switching it off for some time, and then I'll be cooking the food.
when we install it, and first time I only on it, so I was scared like anything. I was small. I was second class.
Correct. It happens.
I was running and I slept in my bedroom.
Okay, so this was about the dust and smoke. Now, the properties of air, already I think we have discussed. Let us revise those. So, the first thing, transparent. The air is transparent. They do not have any kind of particular shape, size, and all. They are transparent. They will be allowing, transparent basically means they will be allowing the light to pass through. So, light can pass through them easily. They are colorless in nature. They do not have any color.
Ma'am, we cannot see
Then
them, but we can feel them.
yes, they can be felt. We cannot
They
see
don't have
them.
a proper shape.
Yes, they do not have any shape, and they occupies what? They
Space.
occupy
Shape of the
space.
container.
Yes, very good. And they put pressure. They exert pressure wherever we are putting, or they are getting the space. Then air can be compressed into the container. So we can fill the air by compressing it into the container. So these are the few properties of the air. Then we have the uses of air. There are certain uses of air. The very important is like for breathing, right? When we breathe, we are taking the oxygen gas, which is very useful for our survival. Then to rotate the windmill, the air is required. If the air is not there, the windmill will not be rotated.
Now
And
for planes.
yes, then water cannot be lifted. Water cannot be lifted if the windmill will not rotate. Then electricity will
Ma'am,
also be
if
not
air is
generated.
not there, oxygen will be not there, so we cannot see the sunlight.
Correct, right. So for sailing the boat also, you might have seen the
Ma'am,
boats or the yacht.
ozone.
And for
Ozone layer will be
the
affected, right?
birds to fly.
Correct. So there are like n numbers of uses are there of the air. So many are there for the yacht. For the yacht, it is their sailing movement. Then glider, parachutes also. You
Ma'am,
might have
aeroplane engines use air
aeroplanes.
to move fast.
When we are feeling so hot.
Correct. So several uses are there of the air. So that's about the whole chapter. Anything if you want to ask?
Nothing. And
Okay.
the chapter is completed?
Yes, the chapter is completed.
Okay.
One or two few small experiments are remaining that we'll be discussing tomorrow.
Okay.
But today, two things I have uploaded under the resources. Kindly open it.
Yes, ma'am.
One with the name, I guess, here around us MCQ 2011-2023. And the second thing, here around us practice questions. Can you find those two files under the resources?
Ma'am, wait a second.
There are different folders I have made there. 4 folders you might be able to see. Class
Ma'am,
chap.
I have chapter wise PPT, chapter wise notes.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll guide you how to open that now. So you will be able to see in the homework. So open the homework folder. There you will be finding Air Around Us MCQ 2011-2023 and Air Around Us practice questions 2011-2023.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
Now, what you need to do is, yesterday I have gone through all the answer sheets. I have checked and sent to you. I am not so happy with your answers. Those who have got the answer sheet, they will be aware what are the problem you all have faced, and you need to work on that. So what I have decided is, now hereafter, MCQ part I will be giving as a homework.
Okay.
So this Air Around Us MCQ, that will be the homework for you to do it. Now we have still 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, you have to do this practice questions. Air Around Us practice question 2011-2023. In total, 10 questions are there. Start doing those. And one by one, I'll be asking you the answers.
Ma'am, do
Shivani,
we
have
need
you got
to
the file?
questions or air around us MCQs?
Shivani, open the resources.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute opening in phone.
Okay. Rishit, you were saying something?
Ma'am, we need to do air around us MCQs.
No, practice questions. The subjective part, you should do it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, we should say the answers to you.
You should write, you should show me the answer. I want to see how you're presenting your answer. And then I'll be asking you to read it out.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, we should do aeronautics practice questions, right?
Yes, Devesh.
Ma'am, now should we do the practice paper?
Ma'am, I should
Yes,
open
yes.
science, social and reasons.
Where you have opened all these things, Shivani?
One link is there, ma'am. On that link.
No, no, no. Open the Wise
Jyoti-
app.
Jyoti
No,
and-
no, 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 no. Open the Wise app. Have you opened the Wise app?
No, ma'am, not opening.
Open it. Shivani, how you have opened the class, there you will be finding the option of resources.
Ma'am, the practice questions are where are those practice questions, ma'am?
In the resources, Aishwarya, in the resources, when you open the resources, you will be finding a folder there with the name homework.
Okay.
There you will be finding the practice questions.
Okay.
Shivani, I have sent you the screenshot. Kindly follow that. Did you find it, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am, I found it.
Okay, so these are the science folder. You will be able to see the chapter wise PPT. So
Okay.
both the chapter PPTs are there, chapter wise notes are there. whatever we are doing in the class, that notes will be there in the lecture note or the class notes. And in the homework, you will be finding the homework. So today's homework also it is there. Right now, you need to do the air around us practice questions. And then as the homework, you need to do the MCQ, air around us MCQ.
Okay, ma'am.